Hey everyone. Let's see if this is actually working this week. I'm looking down. So yeah, I guess the speaker's working this week. Okay. Um, anyway, I want to welcome you to Raw. My name is Stephanie. I am a senior transgender, transsexual, whatever you want to call it, woman. I own a little salon and boutique in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I do transformations. I work on everyone. I do red carpet, all of that. I'm a licensed esthetician, pro makeup artist. I've been doing makeup for many, many years. I'm sorry, I got a scratch on my nose. I tried some new skincare I'm going to talk about at some point. And it's just kind of left my skin itchy. So I don't want to use it. I'm not going to mention the brand, but does it do what it says it's going to do? Yeah, for the most part, it moisturizes, but I'm not overly happy with it. I'm going to go back to my oils and stuff that I like to use. Anyway, today, I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I know I didn't advertise that I was going live today. I do that every Wednesday at 11 a.m. And I'm keeping it short because I'm in the middle of doing my taxes. And it's been one of those weeks to where I had to get a new debit card, and then my store rent was due and all that. I had to wait for the card to come in. It was just like, I hate drama. Anyway, I want to mention something. I've had this in my makeup case for many years and I use it, and I use it at home. And I've had it since beauty school, so a long, long time. And this is called, if you can see it, it's called an eyelash comb. And this is old because it's metal, and I'm sure the newer ones have plastic. And I know they still make these because I've seen them in stores like at Sephora and stuff like that. And this is amazing. What it does, it combs your eyelashes. Did I say eyebrow? I meant an eyelash comb. It combs your eyelashes, and it helps, like you comb your hair, you brush your hair. So why not your lashes? It helps keep them clean. And then when you put mascara on, it helps with the clumps and stuff. And I do have false lashes on. I wear false lashes all the time. But then I put them on and I go right through just like that. And it takes out the clumps. I tried a different style lash today. It's a little smaller than I like. Let's see if I can get up close to that where you can see it. Um, it's it's all right. I got purple liner, was an eggplant color on my upper eyelid, and then brown underneath. Um, I get tired of the black, and sometimes I think the black is just like really harsh. I do love makeup. Um, I have a touch of rosacea, but what I'm finding out is more than just rosacea. But that's getting very cleared up since I've changed the diet and everything around. And I think my kidneys and everything are getting better. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. It looks like this, and you can just comb it through. And I love it. I mean, I've had this for like 20 years or so, something like that, maybe longer. Um, but it comes in handy. It really does. And I don't know what I would do if I ever lost this. Guess go buy a new one. Anyway, I was listening to Mercedes on our radio here in Las Vegas, and oh, today it is absolutely cold. It looks like it's going to rain, and it had just been so hot the day. Like a couple of days before, we had to turn the air on because it was so hot. But not today. You need a jacket today. But anyway, I was listening to this radio personality that I listen to every morning, Mercedes. I absolutely love her. And she brought up a really interesting question, or at least to me it was. Um, I haven't really dated that much in a while. I mean, we all have our kind of slut side to us, and we all have our traditional side. And dating as a TS is extremely hard. It's harder on us, I think, than females, because men expect sex right away from us. I mean, just right away, and it it's it's a catch 22. You may want it, but then you just fall kind of back into that trap again. And it's like, are you going to meet any decent guys that want you more than just for what you can do them for them sexually? And a lot of the girls out there, especially the dressers, they're like, "Oh, thank you for letting me be the woman I've always wanted to be." And usually, when guys tell me that, it's like, "I need a Rolls Royce and a few $1 million." That never works out. But it, and I understand how men are wired, of course, because I have testosterone going through me, and I get that. But it also gets old after a while too. Um, And it's like, are there any guys out there that seriously want to date females that aren't cross dressers and that aren't just wanting to just have sex then leave? A lot of times, especially if you go on Grinder or the dating apps, are like, "Oh, I want to hang out," and that hang out really means a quick blowjob for 'em and go. It gets kind of old. It gets kind of old out there. And don't get me wrong, sex is great. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm a freak, literally. And Mercedes brought up this interesting thing. If a man buys you flowers on the first date, do you find that strange? Well, from my generation, no, not at all. I mean, a gentleman would bring you flowers or candy or something. It was a sign of gratitude for you going out with him really wanting to get to know you. Um, and it was, I won't say it was split in two, but there were enough people out there that said, yeah, it was nice. But I think more people, the younger generation today, was like, oh, that's weird. No, not unless I really know them. Um, and I don't think they understand what a gentleman really is in this day and age. And I understand the frustration on the male end of everything and with the way females are. They brought a lot of stuff on themselves, but men don't necessarily understand females, and females don't necessarily understand men. And there are a lot of men out there that there are more important things than just sex to them. And I understand that, but unfortunately, when you have what I call testosterone poisoning, sometimes that guides you down a road that you necessarily wouldn't always go down. But what do you think about that? Do you think it's weird if a guy brought you flowers or candy or both on the first day, or would you find that like really flattering? Would you find it like maybe he was like a serial killer type or a stalker type? Um, I don't. I think that is such a nice thing. We get so much on the internet and texting and all of that kind of stuff that I think we forget what human nature and just human beings in general are genuinely like or should be like. I think we've lost some of that over the last 20 years or so, um, maybe 10 or 15 years. And everyone goes, the world's changed, the world's changed. It hasn't. It really hasn't. The crazy is out there more than what it used to be. We used to keep it a little more hidden, but there's still people full of love, still people full of hate. Um, we've always been around. Transgender people have always been around. Um, that's a whole nother can of worms in itself. Um, I've been watching a lot of stuff well, more on social media, not so much the news, but social media. And most of the right people, from what I've seen, the right side, they don't really care if you're trans, especially if you look the part. And then I know that upsets a lot of the girls out there because not all girls look the part or know how to look the part, or they take a magic little pill or shot and they think that's supposed to do everything for them. Um, I think as trans, or the ones calling themselves trans, I should say at least, or identifying, um, I think a lot of them are, they don't know or understand, or they're just plain lazy. I think a lot of them are lazy. I think a lot of straight heterosexual, bisexual men who want to feel special or have a fetish have kind of taken over the trans community to a degree. Um, and what's wrong with just cross dressing? That's what I want to know. What's wrong with just being a cross dresser? And if you're really going to make that commitment to saying you're trans and being trans, then why don't you go remove your beard and then get body work done, and actually be that instead of just growing your receding hairline out? Why don't you jump into what makeup and hair and you know what it takes to look more feminine? I mean, there's this wonderful woman, she's an older woman that's online, she's like 54, 55, and gosh, I can't remember her name, but I'm gonna find it, and I just started following her. Let me see if I can find it real quick on here. I thought I started following her, and, anyway, she does, like, she hasn't had any cosmetic surgery, but she loves makeup and she shows females all the tricks how to hide like your turkey neck and what makeup and fake hair extensions, all of that. And she loves that. I mean, she goes to the gym in makeup, the whole 9 yards, and she's extremely beautiful. And I think that we as trans women need to remember, other than the way we feel, um, and then of course getting work done, is that we also need to be visual to a degree. We all have our down days, and we all have days that we don't look so great. Um, and getting sorry, as you can see, this is all live and unedited. Oh, and yet make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share. That helps out everything. Or my website's below, book, if you would like to get some makeup or something done. You can also go and see some of the makeovers I've had done here. But this is just like a little side note, stuff that being in the community for so long, I'm just sharing my insight and what I've been through. So I I don't mean to hurt feelings or, of course, anything like that. But these are things we kind of need to talk about, I think, from time to time, off and on, because visually, um, it's important. These people running around with a full beard and calling themselves trans, no, no, baby, no, no. You're just drawing negative attention to yourself and to the community. And these people that say, well, I've transitioned, and they go put a wig on and put makeup over their 5 o'clock shadow, but haven't done anything. Um, that's no, no, baby. You get some work done. And I say this all the time. As an older girl, if you're wanting to transition, get rid of your beard first before you get on hormones or anything, because the hormones stunt the growth. The hormones do not make you trans. Get your head clear. Learn how to do minimum makeup at least. Learn about your body, where things are supposed to hit. Don't be lazy. Take a little pride in the way you look. Let's see who just signed on here. Hello, how are you? Anyway, I'm. It's nice to see you. I'm just talking about a bunch of stuff here. Um, and as I said, let's get to the cross dressing now instead of the trend. Um, I used to always say cover girl doesn't cover boy, but cover girl will cover half a boy. Anyway, when you're like a guy and you don't have any cosmetic surgery done, you have your beard still, and you need to paint. You need to cover that beard up. You need to put some makeup on and feminize yourself as much. Decide what type of look you like. Like, do you like a high glam look? Do you like an in between look? But it's going to take some makeup. So if you want to go more natural looking, then that's going to be earth tones. That doesn't mean all browns and blacks and whites and beiges. I mean, you can still have some color, like a little bit of pink or something in. You need some color to help pop all of that out and to make you look extremely feminine. But if you have any questions about that, please ask. And as I said, I have to do my taxes today, and I'm keeping this short. We've been going close to 15 minutes now, well, 15 minutes, and I wanted to share this with you again. This is the eyelash comb. You can find them many places. This one's really old. It's all metal, and you have to make sure you clean it and get the mascara and stuff off. And you can just go right through it, and it will help make your lashes look longer. And then when you put your false lashes on, depending on the sizes you put, because different size lashes will do different things for your eyes, it will help pop them out. But anyway, I didn't want to get too deep with all of this because I have a busy, busy day. If you're in Vegas, make sure you stop by the store. I'm at 2202 West Charleston, Suite 14, Las Vegas, Nevada. The zip is at 89102. And you can also contact me through my website below. And what else do I want to tell you? As I said, this is raw and unscripted and all of that. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to share, and then I got kind of sidetracked this morning because it's like, oh my gosh, I still have to do my taxes. So I'm doing that. Anyway, also, I have a show every Thursday at Flex Cocktail Lounge. That's 501 East Twain. And the phone number there is 702-385-3539. You don't have to make reservations. We start right at 9:30. It's a small neighborhood bar. We do get tourists that come in. But we have a wonderful cast. It's not just always drag queens or trannies. Sometimes there's singers. Sometimes there's regular dancers. Sometimes there's strippers, or excuse me, go-go dancers. And also our rodeo in Las Vegas is Memorial Day weekend, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of May. And sorry, that's more scam calls. And the big show is on that Friday night. Is that Friday? It's the 24th. It's the 24th. So that would be Saturday, I believe. Yes, Saturday. It's been one of those, like I said, it's been one of those weeks. Anyway, we have the fabulous Kenneth Blake and Stephen Wayne. Kenneth is Dolly, Stephen Wayne is Cher, and then we have Prada as Selena. It's just a really great, great, great show lineup. We have live singers, dancers, the whole nine yards. You can get your tickets early at ngra.com and just go up above and look for tickets or whatever, and you can get them early and get like a couple of days passes really dirt cheap. But anyway, I just want to thank you. I hope you have a great day. Someone else is in here now too. Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. My website's below. It is the letter N, the number 2, into the lookingglass.co. And hi, Michelle. And if you want to support me, you can make a booking, or you can go to my PayPal. That's into the looking glass, or Stephanie Danderson at PayPal. But make a booking if you want for waxing. I do waxing, I do facials, skincare, I do makeup, I do wigs, the whole nine yards. So I hope that you had fun out of state, Michelle. It's great to see you. I was just explaining about the eyelash comb, which is amazing, amazing. I've had this forever, and I found it in my makeup box, and I use it, but never think about it and throw it in my makeup box at home. And then I was like using it today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to tell them about this. So I did. Anyway, I had to put my glasses on so I could see all this little stuff. What else am I wanting to say? Oh yeah, I've got to get to my taxes. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have all of my wigs online, but I have some of them. What color wig are you looking for? If you could tell me here, or if you want to call me, 702-275-3246. And I have lots of blonde wigs. And do you want rooted? And what shade of blonde would you like? Do you want short, long, medium? When I'm on stage, I'm a blonde. I wish I knew how to edit this to show you. I guess you can't do that live. Let me see. I'll pull up a picture of me with actual makeup on, and where is this? So you can see what I look like, and then one of the blonde hairs that I have in store. Where are Okay, so this is me as, let's see if you can see it. That's me as a blonde when I actually have makeup on at one of my shows. That's a shorter wig. Oh, it's 702 275 3246. Let's see. I want to find the long one. And here's one of the longer ones. I styled that. I rolled it and it came with a root. This was at Christmas time at our pageant. And that's a popular one right now. Um, I also have a bunch out there. I have a couple of well, more than a couple of lace front. Um, Let me see this other wig. This is like oh, by the way, this is a picture of me as Tina Turner. I impersonate Tina Turner, and I'll also show you the one of me as, if I can find it. Um, like I said, this is all live and unscripted. A lot of dirty pictures on here. I shouldn't be showing. Um, um, that one's me as, I don't know if you can see it, as Marilyn. That was back when I worked in for Cajun Lacage. Oh, here, let me just start up here again. Why is this doing this? They change these things around, and I hate the way. Oh, okay, so this was taken. This was taken this past Thursday. That's me right after the show, and with some makeup and stuff on, not like what I have on today. But I'm trying to show you this one wig. Um, well, thank you. It's the power of makeup, honey. It's I love makeup. Okay, so oh, no, not that one. One second. I'm going through all of these pictures, and I realize how many. Oh, okay, here's this wig. And I sell this in my store, but that one I've rolled. It does come kind of wavy and everything, but I put a wig line in it and rolled it. And then let me find this. I hate the way this phone, it's just all the time changes crap around on you. And I absolutely hate that. Okay, here's a picture of me as Reba McEntire. This is one of the advertisements for rodeo. So anyway, I have a lot of blonde wigs. And let's see. Oh, Michelle, you just sent me a text. So, oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to share this here. Michelle just got back from Keystone, and that is like a conference in Pennsylvania. Oh, why isn't that showing up? Girl, it's so. There we go. There we go. There's Michelle. Well, all right, girlie. And there's that. Is that the wig that you got for me, Michelle? That looks really good on you, wherever you got it from. Um, Someone's asking me if I do nose and ear waxing, and I was like, yes, I do. So anyway, I have that. So if you okay. So if you yeah, I just showed that on here. Um, so let me know what wig, if you want one of those long ones, I have those. And anyway, I can get that hooked up for you. I think, let me go to my site real quick and see what I put up. Um, where is the thing? Let me. Uh, it never pops up when you want it to pop up with 3 or 4 words. Um, you have to end up typing the whole dang thing in, and I don't know why that is popping up. There I am. So I am going to go to shop now, and let's see. Here are the categories. There's wigs. Okay. Here is one on my website right now. That's like the ones I was showing you that I was wearing. Here's one. Let me show you. It is, there's that one. That's lace front. It's really cute. I have this one in blonde too. It has a dark root and then dark tips. And that's all I have up there right now. I need to put some more up. I've been very lazy about the wigs because they sell so quick and they're in and out so fast. But anyway, give me a call. I've got to sign off. I've got to get to my taxes because I have a facial and a wax client later this afternoon and I want to get this stuff done. So I thank you for joining in. Make sure you hit like, subscribe. You know, order something online. If you're confused about it, call me. I will send you a picture and then I can put it up online and you can go buy it and everything like that if you want. So thank you so much and have a great day. And if you're in Vegas, stop and say hi. Michelle, it's great to have you back. I hope to see you out tomorrow night. It's Cece's going away show. She's moving back to Hawaii. So we're doing a big going away and I'm not filling her spot. I'm keeping Kata is going to be there all the time, and then of course Antoinette and Drew, aka Kendrick, is they're going to be rotating, and then I'll be able to have other special guests and stuff like that. So thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.